What's up, Rotor Crew? Welcome back. Hopefully y'all are doing well today, and I'm back in action. A little bit of a boring day yesterday. We ended up not really doing much of anything. Kind of just, sitting around. Not like really nothing. We didn't fire. We didn't really do anything. We started to kind of get that break above right around here. We were actually looking at taking it possibly. Actually, we did get into it here, and then ended up starting to break down. We were like, there's some resistance like right here from our indicator that we were seeing, and we were like, well, if it's not going to break this, then it's more than likely just going to break down. So we kind of watched it. It broke down here, and then we waited a little bit. It got out like right around here when it came back up to closer to zero for us. So ended up kind of just taking that out really pretty much at zero. Nothing big. No hits or anything, but still just kind of a boring day. Tried to break down, tried to break up, didn't really go either way, and then end of the day kind of started to fire up and just ended up doing nothing. Throughout the night though, we got a little bit of a breakdown, and now price action's kind of sitting down here. I already checked out the market recap a little bit earlier, and it looks like we're looking for a bit of a down run this morning, so we'll see what we can get here as we kind of jump into it. First off though, we got to get our chart set up and wait for this 15-minute candle to form. But yeah, thank y'all for joining. I did want to say as well, forgot to mention it yesterday, but we did just get our we did just hit 100 subscribers on our channel, so pretty big milestone. So yeah, thank you all who are subscribed. Thanks for joining. Thanks for helping us build this community. We're hoping to continue to grow it here as we continue to improve on our trading, and also hopefully help y'all improve on yours. So yeah, just thank you for the support that you've already given us, and yeah, just please keep it up. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, speaking to that, we're looking to hit more than 100, so if you are not subscribed and you're watching this and you like it, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Hit that thumbs up too if you can. Yeah, just be a big help for us. But yeah, jumping in here to price action. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get our chart set up, see what we got. We got about another 11 minutes or so on this candle. Once we get that close, we'll be kind of checking out how we can get into this thing. I'm thinking it is looking pretty good on short for now. But we're gonna have to go ahead and set it up and see what we got, just because it's all over. So if you guys weren't here yesterday, we kind of talked about how we're probably not going to use the operator suite too much anymore on the stream. We're going to be mostly focusing on the market radar. Operator suite is kind of getting phased out by the radar. You can use the suite for maybe some different coins. We have a couple more than just the 3 that we have on the radar, but it's up to you if you really want to use the other coins or not. Most of the time we just trade these 3 coins. That's pretty good as far as trading goes. But yeah, looks like today we're looking at a short. Obviously the longs are favored because we're still in a macro and micro bullish trend. That's why there's stars next to all the longs. However, we're pulling up short on all 3 of the big hitters here: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. So more than likely we're going to see a short today. Oh, excuse me. And I'll show you why too. So we'll go ahead and copy the data here. We'll head back to our screen here, and we'll open up our indicator. That is. We'll go ahead and paste our new string in here. And this is going to be our levels for today. So you can see we got a big gap between the breakdown trigger here and the daily support. And I know If you know what support and resistance are, obviously you know this is not support right now, it's actually resistance. But the line, we'll call it the daily support, just because typically when we're drawing it, it is below price action. Right now it's not though, so it's setting up pretty nicely here. And that's one of the things that we'd like to talk about. So that's actually what we call the gap here on our system. Basically, the gap is what kind of determines how well price is going to move down, or which side it's more than likely going to go to. And right now that gap is pretty good. The other thing is, with the daily support being on inside the middle of both the break up and breakdown lines here, that basically means that it's going to be an even better trade, because what we call this is the jailbreak, and it basically just shows that it's going to run longer than the other one. If it's outside, we call it a magnet trade. That just basically, if it's outside, we're looking for price action to kind of just break down to wherever that daily resistance is. If it's on the inside, then we're looking for it to break down typically to target 2, maybe even target 3. So we'll go ahead and set this up, see what we think. We'll go back to our Kuroda website here. We'll open up our market radar, so we'll lock that target in. There is no long today, so it's not on here, even though it's technically favored. It's just there's no long because the gap on the long side is just not good enough. So we'll go ahead and copy that short key. We can head back to our chart here, and we can paste that into our other indicator, and that will set up the trade here. So this is what we're looking at. Our target 3 is around 68. We got 70k for target 2, and then about 70, almost 71, 70,900 around there for our target 1. If you take this today, we're not looking at a long position, we're looking at a short. So obviously you can't take it yet, the system has it set up. We haven't even gotten that close yet on 45 candle, B45, 838, 45. We've been making about a 5-6 to 1. So that's what we're kind of watching for here on the chart. We'll go ahead and get the other 2 set up real quick, so that way we can kind of see where we're looking. So close out of our cockpit here, we'll open up Ethereum, and we'll grab that data there, and same thing as before. We'll just head to the Ethereum chart, open up our indicator, and paste the new levels in there. There we go. Looks pretty similar to Bitcoin right now. We'll do the same for Solana here. We don't want to lock the target yet. Just keep the data. Go back to Solana. Go ahead and open it up. Open up the indicator and paste our new levels in there. And that's what we're looking like on Solana. So pretty similar on all 3. You can see same gap kind of thing on there. Obviously it's different sizes on each one, but same gap kind of spacing. You know, if you were, I don't know, a little bit cross-eyed, I guess all of them would look the same. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not exactly the same, but they are close enough that it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we'll go ahead and set them up, and we'll see. I mean, you know, now they're all set up and ready to go. We just gotta wait for that candle to close, and we'll see what we can kind of get here. It's cold again today here in Texas. We got, I don't even know what temperature it is. It's been kind of all over the last couple of days. We were talking about on the stream yesterday, but it was like 90 on Sunday, and then today or yesterday it was like 30 something in the morning, and it got up to 50, I think 50 something, and then today I think it's supposed to warm up a little bit. Our high is 74, and then we got a low of 44. So it's not like freezing, but like going from 90 to 30 was pretty cold. And then now we can go ahead and check out this thing while we're kind of hanging around waiting. So one thing we like to use every so often is Bookmap. It's a little tool here, but basically it's just it basically just looks at the order book and finds different levels. It just kind of charts out the order book is really what it does. So there's different levels on there. You can see where people are making a lot of orders or things like that. Oh, that's pretty hot. Yeah, so this is what it looks like here. It takes a little bit to boot up. I would say you need a decent PC to run it. For whatever reason, it takes a lot of like data. I mean, I've run it on some slower PCs, but you know, I don't know. It's just slower. So it looks like we got some red right here at 67. Oh, and you can't really see it. Well, that sucks. Oh, that doesn't really help, does it? Alright, well, right around here is that 67,000 mark. So I guess you guys can't see the numbers, but you'll just have to trust me. Maybe we can move me around, actually. It's gonna work, but we'll try it. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you can see at 67,000 we got a little bit. We got some at 70. We got some at 67, and then some at 78. More likely, our gap is telling us though that we're going to go down. So we're looking for that 70 or 67,000. 67,000 would be right at that 70. Right at that target 3 that we're looking at. So pretty good. Not too bad of a little trade there. Throw me back in that corner there. And yeah, we'll close out Bookmap. But yeah, it's not looking too bad. So here, I'm gonna get a screenshot of this actually first. There we go. Yeah, so not too bad. As far as target 3 goes, it's looking definitely like a possibility. Obviously, target 2 is always the main. I pressed don't exit in there. It's always the main kind of target that we're looking at, and I'll show you why right here. So, whenever you look at the gaps, I guess you could call them, just the breakdown and breakout triggers. And you see that there's like a gap in between them. So we got the one up here and the one down here, and it's kind of like a zone. We actually call the space in between no man's land typically. Anyways, so you got that, right? It's kind of like a zone, almost like the chart's kind of flagging and it's just going sideways, and you've got 2 support and resistance lines above and below it. And the way that we do that is we actually treat it just like that. So we'll drop our target pole from the top of the range down to the bottom, and then we'll take it and we'll drag it out down below it. And if you do that, it always runs right to target 2. So pretty nice, pretty impressive. Even if you didn't have our indicator or anything, you can still do that. I guess you'd still have to get our lines, but you know that's a different argument, I guess. So yeah, we got our lines on there though, so looking pretty nice there. That's kind of what we'll be looking at there for the target. So that's why that target 2 is always best target to go for, because typically you'll see price run out to its pull when it's going to run, and obviously the pull always ends up at target 2. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at for today. We got about 9 seconds before that predator candle closed, and then we'll see what we got. This is our fib lines. We've altered them to be closer to our targets as we go. So you can see we got another target down here at 66, 64, and 62. More than likely we'll just hit that target 3 if we're going to go down. 67 was kind of that big number on Bookmap, so there's a possibility we go all the way down here, but more than likely we're going to come just to that target 3 and then return back up. Yeah, kind of nice looking. All right, so we got our predator candle close. It's looking pretty nice here on Bitcoin. We came down all the way to here, came up to here. Solana's looking nice as well, so is Ethereum. Just overall pretty nice predator candle. Basically now that that's closed, we can go ahead and see when we can get in here. So we haven't got that closed down below yet. So we'll have to wait another 15 minutes and see if we can jump into this thing. But it is after, if we get a close here on this candle, it would be time to jump into the trade. Yeah. Whew. It's just cold in here. Got some coffee to warm me up. A little bit of Bucky's coffee today. Not real Bucky's coffee, but Bucky's Fox or faux, whatever you say, faux beaver mug. That's what I got here. So yeah, my little Bucky's there. Always nice to have coffee whenever you're trading. Get up, get some coffee, sit down, look at the charts. It's kind of a nice little relaxing day watching the charts. And like I was saying yesterday, the same concept kind of applies. So we know Sol and ETH are looking to run as well as Bitcoin. So what we can do today is, along with looking at Bitcoin and obviously taking it if it gets the close below and everything like that, we're also could be looking at Sol and ETH because, excuse me, they kind of will front run Bitcoin in a way, and probably one more than the other if we're really looking at them. I don't know which one it will be today. We'll have to kind of watch price action, but essentially what you can kind of look for is, say, like right now, kind of how it is. See how Bitcoin's starting to fall down, and it could be that Bitcoin will front run, and then in that case, we'll just have to use Bitcoin to kind of watch the other two. But basically, you want to find the front runner. So Bitcoin right now is dropping, and now I guess they're starting to drop. But before, you saw that they were kind of green, and they're trying to flip to the upside. Even now, they're not really dropping as hard as Bitcoin is. So there's a possibility that Ethereum and Sol are actually telling us that we're not ready to drop yet, and that's kind of what we've kind of figured out as we've been kind of trading and looking at it. But yeah, it's kind of just a little thing we've learned. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on as you're looking to take it. Looking to take trades, especially, you can kind of see if price action is actually going to behave the way that you're wanting it to with the trades. Oh, we should throw our trades on here. Speaking of trades, so we'll go and grab our stuff from Kubota.com. So we'll head over here. We'll do Sol first because I have that one up. Copy that short key. Head on over to charts, and we'll throw it into the indicator. Boom. and that's what we're looking at. I know it's a little bit different indicator. I haven't moved. I got a different indicator that we've been working on Bitcoin, and these are the older ones. So this is what we're looking at. Same concept applies. It's the same indicator. It's just a little bit different in terms of how it looks, I guess. We'll do Ethereum too. This one has the same indicator, so it'll be a little different. Copy that there, head back to Ethereum, and we'll throw that in the indicator. Boom, there we go. Throw our trade on there. Little short position. Stop above the 30-minute high. Drop down to target 3. Who knows if we'll go to target 3, but that's what we're going to be launching for. Looks like a 6 to 1 there on Ethereum. We got a 4 to 1 on Sol, and 5, almost 6 to 1 on Bitcoin. Yeah, looking not too shabby though. We got about another 8.5 minutes before we get that close here on Bitcoin. Solana looks like it's kind of running with it. Okay. Sorry, we're getting some feedback here. Have a little group chat that I'm in with some other traders. We kind of talk about stuff, but yeah, we're kind of all looking at this. It's looking pretty good for today is what we're thinking. But yeah, there's a possibility here that we continue down. We definitely need that close before we get that confirmation here on the trade, but that's where we'll be jumping in. Coffee's almost cold enough that I can put my lid on. I'm always a little worried when I got my coffee on my desk without a lid. It's got so many electronics here. I won't spill it. All right. So Ethereum and Sol are kind of holding their breakdown lines. Kind of interesting here. Still got another 6 minutes before we get that close on Bitcoin. Then we'll, if we do get that close, it'll be time on the system to just jump in though. So we'll be taking it on next open, basically. So like now is kind of the time you want to get your stuff set up, open up your whatever you trade on, gonna get it all set up if you're looking to take this with us. Again, we're not here for any kind of financial advice or anything like that. We're just here for educational purposes only. We're just trying to teach you all how to use our system. So yeah, I'm not trying to give you any financial advice or anything, just educational. But yeah, just based off our system, it is time to get in whenever this candle closes, and we'll get into the next one. So basically, if this closes below, well, preferably below the predator line, but it could also just close below the breakdown line here, then we'd be looking at taking it on the next candle, even if it's like this, we'll still take it. That's the trade. About another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll be looking to jump in. Sometimes we'll see like a little pullback too, so sometimes you can kind of on the next candle you can wait a little bit. It is like one thing, like we've kind of been messing around with it, because sometimes you can just jump in, sometimes you want to wait for the pullback, but more often than not it's better to just take it right when the candle opens. You just take the trade, call it a good trade there, and that's what you do. Yeah, another 3 minutes or so, and then we can jump into this thing. Solana and Ethereum are also looking good. Looking good. Ethereum's looking real nice. And Bitcoin's still looking good. Solana's looking good. They're all looking pretty nice for the trade. So now we're just kind of waiting around here for continuation down. Get them all ready to go on the charts. Get all your stuff ready, so you just go ahead and get in when you're ready, when you get that close. About another minute and a half or so for time. Bitcoin is still holding down there. And another minute, like I was saying. Another minute. You guys probably barely hear me. My mic was so low. Hopefully y'all can hear me better now. I think what happens, because like that's happened on the stream before, I think what happens is I'll like hit it on the way back from drinking coffee and stuff, and it will just like slowly turn it down because the volume knob is like right here on the bottom. A little bit of a pullback here on all three really. 30 seconds here till we get that close. Get that close below, and we'll look at taking that trade down. All right, 9 seconds. Here we go. Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot better. Like, it was so low. All right, here we go. This is the entry right now. So hopefully you're ready to go. Again, not for any kind of financial advice or anything like that, but that is that's the entry we're looking for. All right, that's the entry right there. We'll call it. Call it. That's it. All right, here we go. Looking to trade down. And yeah, we're in it. We're in it to win it. So let's go. We got the close below on Ethereum. Got the close below on Solana as well. And we got that close below on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's real nice. We got the close below the Predator. Solana and Ethereum still need to break that Predator to continue down. But yeah, we are looking at nice. Yeah. Got a little bit of a breakdown here. It's looking pretty good right now. We just gotta kind of sit back and let it run, let it cook, and we'll see what we got going on. It's kind of just up to the charts now. We took it based off our system, so now we just gotta let it run, let it ride. But yeah, that was the perfect system entry. So we got the breakdown, we got the close, and then we got in right on the next candle. So nice entry. Excuse me. Yeah, perfect little system run right here. So we'll see what happens. We are targeting target 3, but like I said, we are going to watch it here at target 2. It really just depends on what happens here. But yeah, we'll be looking to take it down. 9 o'clock now, so we got all day to make this thing run. Got some good coffee, got some good tunes pumping in the stream playlist. So hopefully y'all are still liking that playlist. Might have to switch it up here pretty soon. Oh yeah, looking nice. Yeah, we like to see that just break down. The best trade that you can take is when it just goes straight down to whatever you're taking and just goes hits you. Not in one candle. When it doesn't in one candle, that's when you got to be a little nervous. Because obviously it's great. Like, does it in one candle, bing, gets you out, nice. But it is a little sketchy because when you see a candle like that, you typically see Yeah, we'll be watching all 3 of these trades here. They're all ready to go, ready to fire. I wonder, can I edit this thing? Nope. All right, let's go. Come on, Bitcoin. We gotta throw our emoji on there. That's what we're missing. Coffee always gets better as you go down. Until you get to the bottom. You don't want to drink that bottom. So I always say it on the live, but you do not want to be drinking that bottom. This lid, I can only get it to screw on the one direction. All right. Looking nice. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Oh yeah, here's a cool tip. So I talked about this before on the channel, but if you click on, like, say we throw our trade on here, and the annoying thing is, like, say our trade's here, and I mean, it depends on what device you're on, but a lot of times, whatever you're on, you're like, oh, I want to, like, look up here somewhere on the chart. And so you go to scroll, and you're like, oh no, I just moved my thing. So what you can do is you can click on it. It'll open up this little, like, menu over here, and you can also do this over here in the object tree. But you open it up, and then you can click this little lock icon, and that'll lock it on your chart. So then no matter what you do, it doesn't actually move. So it is kind of annoying if you're, like, wanting to change targets or something. You'll have to turn it off and then change targets and then turn it back on so you can mess with it. But it makes it nice for when you're just trying to move stuff around in a chart. Same thing for any drawing, like if you wanted to do that with lines, or say those fib lines, excuse me, I had on earlier. A lot of times when you throw those on, they kind of get in the way. So if you go ahead and lock them, they'll stay out of your way just because you can move around and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, not looking too bad. Bitcoin is kind of stagnant right here for whatever reason. It's all right though if we want to continue to break down or just hold that line there. That's looking good to me. Looking for that continuation down to target 3. We go ahead and look at our macro trend. We are above that line. More than likely, what we're going to do is come down and test this 70,000. If we test that 68,000 line, we'll be testing our 21 here, and then maybe we'll come down, test it, pop back up, and close on top of our 70,000 line. That's more than likely what we'll do today if we are going to continue down here. And it's looking like we are, we got some nice setup here for the down run continuation. So that's what we're looking for. Another 6 minutes before close, looking pretty nice here on the trades. It is all 3 of the trades are looking pretty nice. Yeah, let's go. This is when trading's fun. When it starts going in the other direction, though, it's not too fun. But it is fun when it's going in your direction. Get in, just keeps going in that direction. You're like, nice trade. Jumped on the moving train, and it kept moving, so it's always good. Then start going backwards. Come on. Come on, Bitcoin. We want to see a drop. It's weird. Sol is not liking this down move. It's trying not to break down here. About another 5 minutes on this candle. Ethereum is kind of in between. Like, you got Bitcoin's breaking down. Ethereum's kind of half breaking down, half not trying to. And Sol is like trying as hard as it can not to break down here. Bitcoin could be the leader today. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking it's either Bitcoin or Ethereum, unless we start to move back to the upside a little bit here. Then there's a possibility that Sol is actually front running the market and telling us like we're gonna move. We're kind of like waiting a little bit before we break down. But yeah, overall, looking pretty good on the trades here. Got 3 nice ones running down to target 3, hopefully. And Ethereum actually looks real nice with the well, I don't know which one this is, but it's one of the longer time frames support and resistances, and it's looking real nice with that right there. I believe it's this one. Might be the 4 hour. Yeah, I don't know. Might be the 4 hour there. I was hoping it'd show the color in the indicator settings, but it doesn't. Yeah, Bitcoin has like not moved. Like, is my chart broken or something? Like, what's going on? Like, what happened? This never happens on Bitcoin. Like, I don't know. Is y'all's moving? Because mine is not moving. Maybe it's the chart that I have. I don't know. This is kind of sketchy. I don't know if I like this. It should be moving. Like, even like fluctuating just like a little bit. Like, this is not good. It's been at 71,915 for the past like 4 minutes. Yeah, that's what it seems like. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous now. I don't have... The only thing I could really do, I guess... Yeah, see, okay, so this one's at 72.70, but it's also not moving. At all. And this is a Binance chart, and this is a Wex chart. So I'm a little nervous here. Let's pull up a new. Let's just use Bitcoin. We'll switch out the thing from Wex to something else. Let's use MEXC. Okay, this one's moving. We might have to watch this one. Because yeah, for whatever reason, mine is not budging. I mean, we're a little bit below where price action is on mine. It's stuck though, like literally stuck. So I guess if y'all are using Wex charts, they're screwed up right now. You want to use a different something. MEXC works. So if you want to open that up, that one works. I'm going to throw my trade on here so I can see it visually. We entered around there somewhere, I think. We'll say we entered there. Doesn't matter too much. Target 3. Check out Ethereum looking real nice, real nice. Solana is confirming the dump. Let's go. And this chart is still broken. What in the world? Oh my gosh, this thing is broken. Alright, we're going to this chart. This is the one we're sticking with because I don't know what's going on with that chart. It's kind of making me nervous. Like, if you can't even see price action, like, what if it just went like and dumped down to like here and like I couldn't even see it? Like, if it spiked down like that, I would have wanted to get out. I wouldn't even have known. Or it could have like flipped and started breaking back up. Oof. Yeah, I was a little nervous. Yeah, weird because like Lex, the Ethereum chart and also the Solana chart are working fine. Yeah, I don't know. That's so weird. Maybe if I like switch it out and then go back. Okay, that didn't fix anything. That just created a new candle. Excuse me. Come on, Bitcoin, let's see more of a drop. Looking good on all three. Whoop. Oh yeah. Woo! We are set up. I have no idea why that chart's not working now. Never had that happen before, actually. I think, well, actually, that's a lie. I think one time there was a point. It was like Binance or something. But I don't think it was like completely off. It was just weird. Like, it'd be like skipping. It was like data was just missing. So it'd be like, you'd get a candle and then all of a sudden it'd like the next candle would be like gapped from where that first candle was, which doesn't make any sense on a 24-hour chart. But they like fixed it after. It was like once or twice it happened, and it was like only like one or two candles, so it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like just frozen. It's making me a little nervous. Like, is this one even accurate? I don't know. Just gonna have to watch Ethereum and Solana to see where Bitcoin's gonna go. Come on. I want to see that continuation. Oh yeah, flipping through the charts, it's looking pretty good. 1 hour 200 right below us, about to break it. Only on Bitcoin though. Oh no, Sol's got it too. 1 hour 200 on Sol and Bitcoin is right there. Ethereum's got a ways to go for its 200 though. Looking for that break of that 200, and then we'll probably continue down from there. Yeah, this is looking pretty nice right here. Do need to break that 1 hour though. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on, Bitcoin. So you could just wish you could just speed up time and be like, it's like a good way to get practice is actually like going back. A little harder on our system, I would say, just because of the lines and stuff, but you can't really do it on our system, I guess. But if you like use this replay button, you could go back in the times and like look at like yesterday or something. But then the like cool thing is you could like speed it up. So you could be like, oh, I'm going to take this, and then just speed it up really fast and be like, oh, I lost, or oh, I won. Even though it's like 4 hours from when you like put it on technically. Come on, break this 200. Let's go. Oh yeah, continue down. We're looking to just trade this down. We'll see where this is at in the next 5 minutes or so. I don't know, this might just be the trade of today. We'll just have to watch it as we continue. Kind of hang out here for a little bit longer, I guess. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions or anything in the chat. We'll try to answer those as we're waiting for our trade to play out. Yeah, just see what happens here. We called this thing to a T today so far. Jumped in on a nice entry. Took it at a nice point. Even been looking at the alts, Ethereum and Solana, taking them down too. We'll see how our target call is. Like I said, we're going to be watching it at that target 2 for sure. Just because we're looking at target 3 doesn't mean we're necessarily going to take it all the way to target 3. It'll really depend on what's happening. But it is looking pretty nice for target 3, especially for Ethereum, I would say. Just like this zone alone just makes me like so happy that it's going to go down there. So we'll see what kind of happens here. Yeah, and we could break this. I'm thinking we break this 1 hour 200 and head to that 4 hour down here. That's a possibility for sure. Another hour and a half here on the 4 hour before we see that 200 move. But yeah, I mean, this could take a little bit. Could be real fast. It could be that we're just waiting. We break that 200 on the 1 hour and just drop out. See what kind of happens. Yeah, setup was pretty nice. That's right. Looking pretty nice. Give us a thumbs up if you're liking our setup right now. You know, I guess if you're rewatching this, maybe you're like, oh man, you guys are stupid. Looking at the price action, you're like, oh my gosh, can't believe you guys took that. Or maybe you're like, man, these guys are smart. That's what it's always funny, I guess, you know, in trading. somebody takes like a good trade and you're like, oh my gosh, they're so smart. But then if they take a bad trade, you're like, oh man, what a dummy. He's so dumb. Like, can't believe he took that. Like, everybody knows it wasn't going to do that. It's always funny because, like, all you really can do is just get the odds in your favor and then take the trade. And, yeah, just let it play out. I mean, there's no real, like, science, I guess, behind, like, oh, if you do this every time, it's always going to give you, like, a good trade. It's just, it doesn't work like that. You just got to get in on the system. You let the system play out. System wins. I don't know. I can't really guarantee anything, but from our back tests and stuff like that, we've seen about 70%. Last month, we got about a 70% win rate, 70-80% win rate. So, I mean, overall, just that's kind of the system, though. You get in, 30% of the time, it's not going to work. It's going to fail. And we have not seen this thing fail very often, honestly. Like, a couple times, and that was 70-80% with us, like, trading it. And we took some trades that were like, like dumb. Like, for example, like one of the trade didn't go down, but this one trade I took it off because I was going to put on like a voucher card, and ends up the voucher card is kind of deceiving in how they write it. It's actually only like a $5 trade, so I ended up making like $16 on that, but could have made a lot more if I had actually like kept my trade on that I had on. So it's just stuff like that, though. Like, you do that, or maybe one of the times we were like, oh, it's gonna fire down here, and we're trying to be traders, I guess, and so we take the trade, and then the system never really fired out and ends up hitting us out. It's just like, oh man. But today, system played out to a T, so we'll see what happens here. But you just gotta be okay with losing your money. That's why you basically only put on money that you're willing to lose. And that's what a lot of traders I've heard, like, the way they think about it is like, once you put on the trade, you just lost whatever amount of money. Like I don't know, say you take a $500 trade, you put it on, you're like, I just paid $500, that's gone. Okay, I just lost $500 basically to put on this trade, and that's just kind of that's just how you think about it. And then like eventually it kind of, like, you just try to, like, whatever you need to do to, like, make yourself not be emotional about like, oh man, it's going up, oh man, I don't want to lose my $500, so I need to get out, like, I need to get out early, or like, oh man, if I put on $500 here, then I can make like 4,000 if I go all the way down here. Ooh man, like, that sounds really good. It's easy to do. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I've never had that problem. It's really easy to do. That's the hard part, though. Like, and you can't really get out of that. Like, even if you're like a pro trader, you're still going to kind of think in like that in a way. But like, the way that you get out of trading emotionally is you trade your system instead. So like, instead of thinking like, oh man, if I took it down here and this target looks like it could go, I'm gonna blah blah blah, and you like start thinking about it, you start rationalizing why you're gonna go down there. Like, it just doesn't work. If you put on the trade, though, and you got your system, and your system tells you like, hey, here's the target, here's a target, here's a target, and you just kind of take it down, and typically it runs to target 2, sometimes to target 3. So like, you just run it down. Once it gets to target 2, you're just like, all right, it looks like it's going to continue, but I'll just pull it if it starts to look iffy around target 2. And then you just stay in. That's all you got to do. So, I don't know. Teach his own, like, some people it's going to be easier for them to kind of trade without emotion. Other people, it's going to be a lot harder. It just takes practice. It takes a lot of taking the trades, getting out of trades, just especially trading with a full-on system. That really helps. Just thought, I guess, that goes into it. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is hard to trade without any kind of emotions or anything like that. But really, the only way that we've found to do it is to have your system and to just take trades based off that system and get out of trades based off that system too. Because we tried playing with the system, like even moving stops and stuff like that, but any of that, it just starts to get emotional because one, you're focused on the dollars, so you start to focus on like, oh man, if I get out here, I'll lose like 100 instead of 500, so that's better. Oh man, and then it's like, or you do it to the upside too, like, oh man, like right now I'm up $500, or I'm up like 1-to-1 or whatever, $500 make $500, and oh man, I just don't want to lose that because like last trade I lost that, and it's like yeah, but you could have, the trade's still good, it's still going down, like, and now you're thinking about jumping out early just because you want to get your $500 back, which is not a bad thing, but like over time it doesn't work out because if you're, I mean, I guess it sort of would, but you just end up screwing yourself over when you start thinking like that. It's basically what I'm saying. Because if you're doing that on the upside, you're probably going to do that on the downside. You're just kind of messing with your trades. You're going to screw up the system essentially, and you just aren't as good of a trader if you're doing that. It's really the difference between like a pro trader and a beginner. It's just that pro traders, one, have a little more experience and stuff, I would say, but also they have just their system and it's in place and they're following it and taking trades based off of it. That's all you've really got to do. So yeah, we'll watch this throughout the day. It doesn't look super like interesting, like, oh man, we're gonna just drop right now. So I'll just let it go, I guess. We'll see what happens throughout the day. See how the trade does. Could come back tomorrow and show that it came back up even from right here. Seems like a lot of times when seems like, oh, we did break the 1 hour 200. I just got a message saying that, so looking pretty nice there. Little break of the 200, possibly coming down to the 4 hour 200 now. So we'll see what happens there. But preferably we'd like to stay below it, I guess, and right now it's not playing nice with us, so we'll see. We got about till 10 o'clock before that one does close, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, overall, we'll just have to watch it. Our system played out, so we'll just have to continue to see where the system takes us today. And I know probably sounds stupid if you're like just jumping on trading. You're like, are you serious, dude? You're just taking it based off of like a system, and you're just gonna like follow it to the T. It's like, yep, that's what makes you money. You win some, you lose some, but you come out in the end with some money made. So overall, yeah, system's the way to go. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thanks to all the subscribers for helping us hit that 100 subscribes mark. If you're new, if you liked our stream or you liked the trade that we took, just go ahead, hit that subscribe button for us, hit that like button, hit the bell notification if you want to see more of our content on your feeds and just on notifications, stuff like that. Yeah, we are trying to help people kind of learn how to trade and learn how to see the market, I guess, in a different way. Trying to show others our system, and yeah, just looking to help people on the road to financial freedom, really, is what it is. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be here again at 8:30 tomorrow, so if y'all are interested in checking us out again, go ahead and open up YouTube at 8:30. 8:30 Central Standard Time. So whatever that is for you, just go ahead and open us up, see what you think. Which we'll be talking about this trade here on the live. So if you guys want to hear what happened, or maybe you're tracking it by yourself, either way, you can hear what our thoughts are on it. Yeah, we'll be coming out with that. We do have a video coming out here at 10 o'clock. So if you want to check that out, it's kind of just rundown of a little bit of yesterday's price action, also kind of just how that fits into the system, like a little more in detailed run through of the system, just thoughts on it. Trading tips are in there, all just real good content. So if you're looking to if you're looking to level up your trading, go ahead and check that out. Coming out here at 10. But yeah, other than that, yeah, we'll just have to watch this throughout the day, see how Solana and ETH do too. But yeah, thank you for watching. We will catch y'all tomorrow at 8:30. So happy trading to y'all.